Hello traders, welcome to another weekly gold XAUUSD price prediction and analysis video for next week. So in this video we are going to analyze gold chart on different time frames and we are going to check important price action levels and structures that currently gold is following so that we can utilize those levels in next week for finding buy and sell opportunities. So before going into the price action, we are going to check the latest COT, that is commitment of traders report, and we are looking at the positions of the managed money from the COT report. So if you check the overview from this chart over here, these blue bars are the positions, net long positions, means the positions into the buy side. And if you check this chart from these 4 weeks, 1, 2, 3 and 4, so from last 4 weeks the managed money, they are continuously decreasing their long positions. Also, this is the latest change in position for this particular week. And if you can see right over here, this time also the managed money, they decreased their long positions by 7729. Means they are continuously covering their long positions, or you can say they are booking profit from the recent closing. Also, if you see right over here onto the short positions, they are continuously building their short positions, these brown bar. This time also they added 5425 contracts into the net short side. So decrease into the long side and addition into the short side is currently into the bearish side favorable. So the sentiment from the COT is currently into the downside possible. So that means, as you can clearly see, that the managed money, they are not adding any fresh positions into the long, but they continuously decreasing their long position, which can result a down movement in gold. So the sentiment from the COT is currently into the bearish favorable side. So now let's move on to the price action chart, and we are going to start with the 4-hour time frame on gold. So on 4-hour time frame, if you are following me in my Telegram channel and on TradingView profile, I recently shared this chart on Telegram channel, and you can see that gold price is currently facing resistance around this R1. This was the previous week R1 and the level is 2932. So we have seen that price trying to break out on this level, but we have seen multiple failure on this zone around, you can roughly consider 2925 to 2930. And as you can see, we have seen multiple attempts. So into the lower side also, the gold price is currently taking support at 2900 at this area. So currently it is in narrow range and we have to wait for breakout on either side. But as you can see, we already seen multiple attempt into the higher side, so the downside risk is very clear here. So if price break down this area or the psychological support of 2900, we can expect a good downside move into the lower side, and gold can go down like this arrow. So currently I am expecting, if we combine the sentiment of COT with this price action, we can expect a down move like this, and gold price can make a down move and can test 2800 or lower area. So the current sentiment and current price action as per this overall structure is showing this kind of move. So we have seen a good consolidation, and a breakdown can result a good fall for next week. But as discussed many time in previous videos and on Telegram channel also, the overall structure is bullish. The trend on higher time frame, on weekly and on monthly, it is clearly bullish. And I think it's better to wait for a good dip, and then we can look for a confirmation into the lower side for a buying opportunity. Yes, selling is possible on intraday level with the calculated risk, but for a good, risk reward, we have to wait for a good dip, and on that dip, we can look for the buy opportunities only. So, yes, as per the current sentiment, I am currently expecting a dip, and then on a good dip, we can look for the buying opportunities. On daily time frame, this is weekly time frame, and on weekly, you can see the gold price is currently recovering from the previous week decline, but it is facing resistance on the zone that I shared on 4-hour time frame. So yes, to move higher, gold price need to break out the high of this week, and if price sustain on daily or on 4-hour time frame, then only further buying is possible. But under this previous week high on 4-hour or on, or like we can expect on intraday like on 1 hour, we have to wait how price going to behave. If price stays under this level, then we can expect a test at next week pivot S1 2868 and then S2 at 2828. So these are the levels into the lower side that we have to watch carefully on weekly time frame. Yes, weekly candle showing a good bullish candle, but the confirmation from the high, we have to watch for a breakout on previous week high, and then price need to sustain above that level for further move into the higher side. And on, if we check the price action on daily time frame, you can see right over here, the daily time frame is not showing any, good strength into any side, but you can see we have seen doji candle on this day and this day. So the current trading range is a very narrow range, and we have to wait for a clear move or breakdown from this area for further, further direction for next week. But as I already said, currently a dip is, much likely that is going to be play into next week. So this is the overall price action, and we have to, consider this price movement for next week. For BTC USD Bitcoin, you can see the current price is again. Let me show you the levels that we have to consider for BTC. This is the daily chart, and on BTC, this was the previous support area around 91,000 to 95,000, this range. And after breakdown, price took support, and we have seen a rejection from the lower, and the level of 80,000 is a important support. So as you can see, after this, we have seen a good recovery, but again, price failed to claim and sustain above this area, because this was previously a good support zone, but now it is currently acting as a resistance. And into the lower side, this dynamic trend line, this area is our major support area. Yes, as you can see, a price currently, trying to breach this level, but we have seen multiple attempt over this level. So we need a clear breakdown to see a decline. But if price stays under this level, we can expect a buying opportunity. And the first confirmation that we have to watch is on this zone. If price stay above this zone, then only further buying is possible, but under this zone there is a risk of downside. So for downside, I think we have to watch this low only. If price break down, then only further decline possible, but under this is clearly in range. So yes, on BTC also I am expecting a buying opportunity, or current level is also in the buying zone, but to need a good confirmation we have to wait price to break out and sustain over to this zone. Then only a clear bullish confirmation can happen on this chart. So current price is, not making any clear decision, and we have to wait for a good bullish confirmation, because multiple attempt over to this level we have seen a failure. But now price again testing this area, and we have to wait for daily or weekly close. On weekly, let me show you. On weekly, on previous week we have seen a clear rejection from to the lower side, and price returned back about to this zone. But for this particular week, current week, price breaking down this support area, which is not a good sign. But if price hold this low, then there is still chances for a bullish uh, move into the higher side. So we have to consider this price action. So BTC is currently in buy zone, but we have to consider this as a major support level. This low breakdown from here can result further downside move. This is the scenario on BTC that we can consider. For next week, what are some important data? Let's look at that. So for next week, we have on Tuesday, JOLTS job opening. Wednesday, we have core inflation rate. And on Thursday, we have PPI data. So these are the major data that we have to watch for next week. So we are going to discuss more about the levels and the fundamental news also on live trading session in Telegram channel. So see you there. Thank you.